I'm from Texas, and one of the reasons I like Texas is because there's no one in control. It wouldn't be long before I found out how true that Willie Nelson quote was, but as my best friend Cassie and I navigated the steep rocky path down toward our destination on a sweltering Wednesday in the middle of August, trouble was very far from my mind. We followed carefully behind my boyfriend, Ryan Iverson, and Cassie's boyfriend, Ty Claiborne, as we made our way to a little-known swimming hole about half an hour from Sugar Creek. The guys flew down the tricky path like it was another day in the park, but Cassie and I picked our way down the limestone and scrub brush at a snail's pace, watching for snakes and cactus and gabbing nonstop. "Aunt Meg called last night," I said, adjusting my grip on the vintage picnic basket I carried. The pretty weave had caught my eye at an estate sale, but as I shuffled the heavy bulk of it back and forth between my hands, I regretted not packing our lunch into something more practical. "She's having a great time in Spoonbill Bay with Bertie. They went jet skiing yesterday. Can you believe it?" I told her with a laugh. My Aunt Meg, the spirited owner of Primrose House B&B, had taken an extended vacation to visit her cousin Roberta on the Gulf Coast after a traumatic incident where she was held hostage by a deranged woman. The experience had shaken her more than she'd let on, and after a lot of persuading, she finally agreed to take a break in Spoonbill Bay with Bertie. Before leaving, she'd entrusted me with the responsibility of running the B&B, a decision that made both of us a bit uneasy. Aunt Meg's absence meant that I was juggling the B&B's daily operations along with my own small fledgling catering business. Thankfully, I wasn't alone in this endeavor. Aunt Meg's trusted helper, Maria, was a lifesaver. In fact, Maria was so capable that she practically managed the B&B by herself. Cassie chuckled, brushing a strand of hair from her sweaty forehead. "That Bertie could talk a rattlesnake out of its own skin. Did they have fun, or was Meg scared to death? I bet she was scared to death." "A little of both, I'd say. It's been great for her. She keeps asking if she should come home, but I can tell she isn't quite ready, so I keep telling her no." "And y'all are holding it together so far, right?" Cassie asked, eyeing the path ahead. "I'm sure it's hard for her to let loose on the reins after all these years. She's been the sole caretaker of Primrose House for a long time now."